Okay, so we decided to take one of the Mayan tourist sites, and we decided to go to Lamanai. Now, Lamanai is one of the largest sites in northern Belize. Actually, it's one of the largest sites in all of Belize. We actually found out a pretty good price for this one. It was about $65 per person, US, to go to the site. We ran into a couple that was coming over on one of the boats, and they booked it through a local hotel. So we went down to the local hotel and booked with them as well. And it's the only tour she does. She just picks you up and takes you down to where you to the river, because the whole tour starts at the river, and they do an eco tour of the river, and then that takes you upstream to where the river balloons out into like a huge lake, and that's where Lamanai is built. So the first thing we did was jump on the boat, and they took us to this kind of conservation area where it's an island just for the monkeys. So what you're looking at there is a spider monkey. There's several of them that come into view here soon, but there's a bunch of them on the island, and it's a rehabilitation center for the monkeys, and right across the river on the left-hand side is a rehabilitation for adults. So as you can see, the monkey will jump straight onto the boats that come by because they are very used to being fed bananas or cookies from the local guides. But usually it's just bananas or fruits, so it's an all-natural diet. They try not to feed them anything processed. But our guide forgot the bananas, and so he asked us if any of us had any cookies or crackers or anything. And the guy sitting next to me reluctantly decides to give up one of his cookies. So what he hands him is actually an Oreo cookie. Now, back in the States, you can get Oreo cookies on any shelf for pretty cheap, but down here in Belize, Oreo cookies are very expensive. But then the monkey decided he didn't like the Oreo cookie. I guess he's a bit of a health nut. He doesn't like processed foods.
Yeah, factory nearby.
Rum. This is the place where they make rum, right next to a rehab center. Temptation much?
So then they take us down the whole river, or not the whole river, part of the river, and this river is called the New River. And they stop every now and then to show us plants and flora and fauna.
Go along, you will see a lot of different ear plants on the trees, a lot of orchids along the way. We do not expect to see any mangrove as we go up this river. This is all fresh water. As we get closer to the site, you will see that you will notice different, because we're going to get the river will get wider. Big one, great white. The other one is snowy egret. You also find cattle egrets, where you have horses and cattle. You find a lot of cattle egrets.
Belize has over 1,000 ear plants.
The other one is snowy egret. You also find cattle egrets, where you have horses and cattle. You find a lot of cattle egrets.
And ear plants, Belize has over 1,000 ear plants. And ear plants are plants that grow on trees. And they use the tree to supplement their resources. They use the tree as soil. So like orchids can grow on the trees, and the roots will go right into the tree and suck moisture from the tree. As well as like vines and cactus and some types of palms. And then we take a long trip down a windy river to get to Lamanai.
top or the high temple from here. One of the tallest temple was in the site.
So here you can see where the river just balloons out into a huge flat lake, really calm waters. The guide said that there was really good fishing there. It's pretty deep actually, so they get all kinds of fish from perch to like deep water like bass, things like that. And so this is probably one of the big reasons the Mayans built Lamani here, was not only do you have the waterway for transportation and trade upriver into Mexico or downriver to the coast, but the lake here itself provided a calm, flat area to fish and to have a dock and a port.
Welcome to Lamani, my friends. Welcome to the site. We have restrooms in the area if you need them. Bathroom facilities. We have some lunch. Just a little few. We're gonna have some lunch. Okay, first before we do the site. Okay, guys.